Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news. Volatility continues to stalk markets and economies. American mortgage applications rose 3% last week, reversing the prior weakness. But retail sales in the US took a surprising retreat last week, down 1% when a good rise was expected. They are now lower than for the same period in 2019. It's a minor fall on that basis, but a more important turnaround from last week's positive year-on-year position. And the increase in the number of job postings, a real-time measure of labour market activity, has slowed dramatically since late July, and last week stood 20% below 2019 levels. And the Bank of Canada held its policy rate unchanged at 0.25%, although it did move to tweak its QE program a little and to make it a bit more accommodative. Japanese machine tool orders in August came in better than the prior month. Even though they were down 23% year-on-year, that pulls back some earlier month-on-month declines and only a small 2.3% month-on-month dip, and export orders now show virtually no decline. China's consumer price inflation eased a little in August, mainly because food prices grew at a slower pace, but beef and lamb prices are still rising faster than most. And China's industrial price deflation also is easing, with a 3-month consecutive month-on-month rise. China's overland train trade with Europe is booming, with a 62% year-on-year rise to 1,247 trains, a record high for a second straight month. In Australia, much is being made of consumer confidence roaring back, but actually that is only in the perspective of the last 6 disastrous months. In fact, consumer sentiment remains very negative across the ditch, according to the Westpac Melbourne Institute survey. US Treasury 10-year yield is up 3 basis points, now at 0.71%, and we should note that New Zealand's wholesale interest rates turned negative yesterday and ended the day at zero. The price of gold is up another $7, now at $1,946 an ounce. Oil prices are lower today, down to just on $38 a barrel in the US, and the international price is down to just on $41 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar is firmer today, now at 66.7 US cents and recovering nearly 0.5 cent overnight. Against the Australian dollar, we're firmer too at 91.8 Australian cents, and against the euro, we're up to 56.6 euro cents. And we had some good gains against both the yen and the British pound, and that means our trade-weighted index has risen to 69.8. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.